That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, Pirates of the Caribbean franchise is a really interesting study. It was a movie that I said was the dumbest idea ever, making a movie based on a theme park ride. How desperate is Disney? Then I saw it and I loved it. And a lot of people saw it and a lot of people loved it. And if I remember correctly, I think Johnny Depp even got nominated for Best Actor at the Academy Awards that year. And I mean, then it just all went downhill after that. I thought each film, not all of them were terrible, but I thought each film got progressively worse and worse. And Jack Sparrow went from this really fun, like in a weird sense, relatable clown prince of piracy, you know, to this jackass who had to Jar Jar Binks accidentally fall into success whenever he did something. He was no longer this feared pirate, and I kind of hated the erosion of it. But at any rate, they're talking about doing a Pirates of the Caribbean, a new one. I think they're calling it Pirates 6. Obviously, it would be without Johnny Depp, but it may not be with an entirely new cast. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer was being interviewed recently, where he said the following: "We're working on a screenplay. Hopefully we'll get it right, and then we'll make it. We really want to make it, that's for sure." Screen Rant then asked him, a continuation or something new? Bruckheimer says it'll be a new take on it. Screen Rant, new take, new actors? Bruckheimer, well, not all new actors. We'll have some back. Okay. And Bruckheimer finishes off by saying, "I'm not going to tell you which ones. You'll have to guess." Now, there are a number of characters in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise that became recurring. Not just Orlando Bloom or Keira Knightley or Barbossa. There was also a number of smaller characters that would pop up here and there in multiple films. Now, obviously, this comment has gotten some discussion going around, they're going to bring back Johnny Depp. I don't know everything, but I know this. They're not bringing back Johnny Depp. For two very important reasons. Number one, Johnny Depp has publicly stated a long time ago he has no interest in going back and playing Captain Jack again. After seeing the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie and how they wrote him, I don't blame him. Secondly, a lot of people forget that Disney, we talked about this at AMC at the time, that Disney had pretty much wanted to get out of the Johnny Depp business before the Amber Heard drama ever started. Like there were all the Variety articles and like all that stuff about how he was a nightmare to try to work with, that he wouldn't show up to promotional things. He would show up to the set high or drunk and whatever. And everybody deals with their demons, but Disney themselves had had enough. And even without the whole Amber Heard drama, Disney had already kind of decided they didn't really want to be in the Johnny Depp business anymore. So for those reasons, I'd hate to throw a wet blanket on everybody. I do not think Jerry Bruckheimer is talking about Johnny Depp. I think he's probably talking about some of the B or C level characters that we saw throughout the franchise popping back up. So, but again, listen, I didn't think High Seas Pirate Adventure could work today, but it does if you do it right. And I think Pirates of the Caribbean showed that you can do it right. So you know what? If they come up, like Jerry Bruckheimer saying, we're trying to nail down a really good script, which I'm glad to hear. If they can nail down a really good script with a really good story and take it in a new direction, make it a new thing, while maintaining some nostalgia by having a couple of familiar faces maybe pop up. I mean, listen, Bruckheimer is a master at blockbuster, right? But I think he could be onto something here, and I think this could be something that actually really works. Anyway, Rob, you hear about this. How do you interpret what he's saying? Is it too late for Pirates of the Caribbean 6? Do you think this is a good idea? What do you think?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty much in your camp. I love the first Pirates of the Caribbean. I thought it was a great surprise. It was a lot of fun. It really worked as a film. And then I have to tell you, I'm not a fan of 2, but I really liked Part 3 as well. You know, you had Sao Fang, you had Chow Yun Fat in there. There was a lot of really cool fantasy. It was like the ultimate movie Ray Harryhausen never got to make. But like you said, 4 and 5, it diminished the character of of Captain Jack Sparrow. And like you said, one of the great things about that character was he was putting on an act so everybody would underestimate him.
But he was feared.
Right.
Yeah. They would talk about that movie that he was Jack Sparrow.
And then they just made him a chump.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do you, because I think it's, people don't understand that. It's a hard character to write well. Now, if they do Pirate 6, I mean, look, I don't know in terms of cost to diminishing box office, but was it really, are all of these movies really profitable enough? Like, you look at Jurassic Park and you think these movies made money. But with the Pirates movie, I think of it as a franchise with diminishing returns. But again, I haven't gone to the Campea classroom, so I don't know. Is it a good idea to make this? I guess so. But do we need a Pirates of the Caribbean 6? I'd much rather see Jerry Bruckheimer give me another original movie, like another F1. Why do we need another sequel? I mean, I get it. I get why he's doing it. But, F1's one of the more exciting movies of the summer. No one's ever seen anything like that before. I'd rather see a movie I haven't seen than another Pirates 6, unless the script is great.
Yeah, if they can come up with a great script,
and story's great.
You're calling it Pirates 6, but if you're having a whole new ship, a whole new set of pirates, I think a High Seas Pirates movie can still be great. And if you want to still call it Pirates of the Caribbean to have that IP association, I'm okay with it, as long as it's good.
I agree with you, because one of the things that the Pirates movies have always given, however, is pretty spectacular visuals.
Yes.
It's always been an eye-popping franchise. When I saw
Bill Nye as
Davy Jones.
Oh my God, that was world shattering.
All of that CG makeup,
the tentacles,
that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, that was showing us things that we'd never seen before.
If we saw that today, we would still think that looks damn good. And that came out like 20 years ago.
I mean, that's why I love 3 so much, is because of all the fantasy elements, from being on the beach to the giant whirlpool. I mean, there's a lot to love in the franchise.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. Guys, one of the things that's really frustrating to me is that there's still a lot of stigma around men's mental health, but it should not be that way. Men are expected to always stay strong, keep together, provide, perform, and yet over 6 million men in the US experience depression each year, and many go undiagnosed. It's okay to admit that you could use some help. Real strength is being able to say, I need to talk to someone. That's where BetterHelp comes in. With over 35,000 licensed therapists, BetterHelp is the largest online therapy platform in the world, having already helped over 5 million people. And it's super convenient. You can join sessions from anywhere, whenever it works for you. You can even switch therapists anytime at no extra charge. And the results speak for themselves. BetterHelp has a 4.9 out of 5 rating on the App Store with over 1.7 million reviews. So guys, if you're feeling the weight of the world, don't carry it alone. Talk it out with BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can connect you with mental health professionals who understand what you're going through. Our listeners and viewers get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Jerry Bruckheimer saying, hey, they're still trying to work on it. They still really want to make Pirates 6. They're trying to nail down a script, and it would be a whole new direction. But there would be some familiar faces. What do you think he means by that? Would you be interested in a Pirates of the Caribbean 6? I think it could work. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.